Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Comic Book Geezers. I am Pete, and my co-host and partner in crime.
I'm Wild Bill again. Welcome back, comic book lovers. And today, as promised, we're finally getting into our Fantastic Four episode.
Long talked about, finally here. This is, of course, the first ever Marvel team. Probably really the first Marvel Comics
superhero team.
Yeah, when Marvel was still like Timely Comics and Atlas Comics and was becoming Marvel, the Fantastic Four is kind of the team or the comic that actually took them to the kind of the next level. So
yeah, that's the Fantastic Four was Stan Lee's first baby of what was to eventually become multiple characters. This was the beginning of that era.
Yep.
For comic books,
and
1962.
Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby,
who had his hands in all these classic comics for the most part.
Who didn't get as much credit as Stan. I guess Stan was in the spotlight. But we're going to show you some of the episodes. We're basically going to take this up to issue 120.
Yeah.
But we don't have those original issues from the first 50. They're so hard to get.
Yeah, we're working on it, though.
Oh,
we're working on it. It's a little pricey to get those.
It's going to take a long time.
Fours.
I don't know if I'll ever get there. But this is the oldest I have in terms of storyline. This is issue. This is a reprint. Marvel's Greatest Comics was printed in the early 70s. This is probably from 1972. But this reflects a story from the original Fantastic Four, issue 38, with the Silver Surfer, his first appearance of the Silver Surfer.
A landmark issue, obviously.
Yes. Great artwork. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Then the oldest, moving on to an original Fantastic Four issue. This is the oldest Fantastic Four in my collection. This is issue 59, Black Bolt from the Inhumans. Yes, issue 59 at 12 center. This is from 1967. And then moving on, I have issue 61, which was kind of monumental as well.
Yeah.
Where the Fantastic Four fight the Sandman. A great cover, great artwork.
This great villain.
He fights Spider-Man, the Hulk.
Yeah.
He's been around. I don't know if he's fought the X-Men, but I wouldn't put it past you. This is also 1967. Then I have issue 1960. This is issue 62 from also 1967, I believe. Blastar. This villain over here, first appearance of Blastar. So a lot of different characters were introduced through the Fantastic Four. And as you know, maybe you don't, the origin of the Fantastic Four is they were scientists. They went into outer space and got blasted by cosmic rays and it altered their DNA. This is, they all had individual separate powers, but that's basically the premise. They went into outer space. So their powers didn't come from radiation like most other characters, which sets them apart. A continuation of the story, but this is another reprint of the story I was just showing. The last issue I showed was 62, so this is 63, a reprint of issue 63. Then, the story moves on again, but again, this is a reprint. This is the Sentry, I think his name was? Yeah, Sentry. This villain here. Again, moving on in the story, this is issue 69 of the Fantastic Four.
Great cover.
Another great cover. Then, let Pete take over.
Okay.
What do you have there?
I got 68. So I'm the one right before this.
Okay.
So the mission, destroy the Fantastic Four. So we got Ben Grimm, otherwise known as the Thing, kind of trapped there on the cover. Look at that great Kirby artwork.
What's that next one you got?
So the next one I got is number 70. So
let's check that out.
Fighting the android there.
There you go. Let me help you out there.
Again,
right
just
there.
Look at the detail of what Jack Kirby was doing back then. For me, Jack Kirby in the 60s was pretty much unmatched.
I love the way he makes the monsters like so much bigger than the heroes, you know?
Yeah,
they really what you call a splash page, you know?
And here they're fighting them again, and Bill and I talk about this quite often when you got these kind of like four sections here. So you got each guy in the fence. So you got, the Thing, Johnny Storm, the Torch, Mr. Fantastic, and
kind of like four mini covers on one page.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your next one? Number 8.
Number 80. You go next.
I have 73, and that's the last of my sub 100s.
How awesome is that? So you got guests from Thor, Spider-Man, and
Daredevil.
And again, we've seen this before. We've talked about this many times. Marvel in the 60s, whenever they have good guys going against each other, they always did this kind of like split page. It's awesome. Battle, attack, right?
Yeah, and the Spider-Man, it's interesting how they have Spider-Man against the Human Torch, the Thor against Thing, almost like equal powers.
Yep.
Kind of.
And we know these two guys, both teenagers, right, never really got along well.
No.
These two guys, among the most powerful of all the Marvel superheroes. And then you got, Mr. Fantastic, obviously the brains. But Daredevil, too, even though he doesn't really have any superpowers other than his radar sense, he's really intelligent, too.
He's an attorney. He's a lawyer.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you got there? Number 80?
Number 80. Okay,
so take over for a while here.
Guest starring Wyatt Wingfoot. Okay,
Wyatt Wingfoot.
Yeah, he was the Indian guy that they became friends with, who helped them out quite a bit around this time period, which is kind of neat. And then number 81, the next issue. Okay,
check it out. Yeah, you can go just straight on and just tilt it back a little. We got Glare.
And who we got here? We got Crystal from the Inhumans.
Oh. Who,
of course, became the love interest of Johnny Storm. And then number 85. You gotta love these like sci-fi covers here,
Look at that Jack Kirby Joe.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
I love this cover. I love this issue.
Let's see it.
So here we've got...
like Galactus on there. Yes. Is that Galactus?
No, it's not Galactus. That's the, what is his, the Wizard? Is that his name?
I don't know. I just saw purple and blue. I just automatically
assumed the Frightful Four. So we got Sandman.
I just assumed it was Galactus.
Sandman, the Wizard, Medusa, and that's Paste Pot Pete, otherwise known as the Trapster over there.
Oh, the Trapster,
yes. Yeah,
the
Frightful Four.
I really stuck my foot in my mouth there saying Galactus.
Back here, I believe, one of the other ones we showed here... I believe that's the Wizard right down there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, so jumping ahead to number 97.
Getting closer to 100.
Getting closer. This is a good... This character came up a couple times. He was basically an alien from another planet. The monster from the Lost Lagoons. Obviously, the creature from the Black Lagoon was...
Inspired this.
Yeah.
Cool.
And where
Keep
are we
going.
at? All right, we're almost doing... Okay, so here we got... This is a classic one.
They fight Prince Namor many times. If you saw our Prince Namor episode, we mentioned that he goes against the Fantastic Four quite a bit.
And this one also has the murdering might of Magneto.
Okay. Magneto from the X-Men. Archie-villain, Nemesis.
Okay, here we got number 105. Okay. Another killer cover.
Then next, we're 107.
Yep.
107.
Ah, that's a great one.
The Thing decides not to be the Thing.
Yep. So, and how long was that? About a 10-issue run where he was able to change, or he changed back to Ben Grimm and then he wore like a suit?
Yeah, this is part of that series right there. This is the only one I have of post 100 in terms of the oldest one. Like, I don't have anything between 100. My next one is not till 117. So I got quite a gap. Most of my Fantastic Four are from the 120s up through
they're fighting the Mega Man. This is issue number 108. The Mega Man. Kind of looks almost like a weird variation of the Mole Man, right?
Check him out.
Number 111. The Thing runs amok.
Amok.
Look at that. Him and Johnny always at odds and busting each other's chops and stuff like that.
So he kind of goes AWOL, huh?
Goes a little berserk, yep. And then this is actually a very cool issue.
Oh, love this cover. Where do you see this, gang?
The Overminds.
Look at that.
The Watcher down there.
Zoom in. Show that villain off.
Look at him.
That is cool, man.
Yeah. And
Keep going.
I like this one a lot. So here they have to
team up with
Dr. Doom, their arch nemesis, right?
They probably would run of the gag.
Yeah.
But they needed his power.
That's right.
Next is 117. Getting towards the end there. This is a cool cover. I like this one.
Yeah.
We're getting closer.
All right, I got our last one, and then I got a couple of Marvel's greatest comics to show you because I didn't do my homework like Bill did and insert them where they should have been. So this is number 120, and
I went by storyline.
The
kept them
Airwalker. Okay,
because I don't have a lot. Pete has a lot more Marvel's greatest comics, which were the reprints of Fantastic Four, but they were printed in the 70s.
Yeah. So this one here again is part of that whole storyline with the Inhumans. So as you can see, they're all there. And that's, of course, his Maximus right there.
Oh, the evil leader of the Inhumans.
Yeah, Black Bolt's brother.
Yes. Kind of like Loki and Thor.
Yep, absolutely.
Concept. Look at
that. And then
this one looks
one of the coolest villains.
This one's like probably from 1976 or 77.
Yeah.
The colors pop on that.
This is probably the first 30, somewhere in the first 30 issues of Fantastic Four. There's another cool Kirby cover here, The Thing Enslaved.
I think I've seen that as a regular Fantastic Four cover.
Yep.
I know. That's in the early 100s or late 90s, that one with the harness around his neck that you just showed.
Probably.
That's definitely cool.
Ben Grimm versus Torgo.
Torgo.
Speaking of Torgo, here he is. The next
Oh,
issue.
he looks like an evil robot.
He does.
Oh, wow.
Marvel was good about. Yeah, Marvel had a lot of these kind of robotic or android kind of villains.
Like the leader had the humanoid.
Now, how about this for a battle cover? It doesn't get much better than this, folks. Everybody's there.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got the Hulk. You got Fantastic
Doom,
Four, Doc Doom, the Sandman, Namor, all sorts of other people on there. You got Crystal here. It's very, very cool stuff.
That is definitely cool.
So that's our part 1
of the Fantastic Four, and we will definitely do a part 2 from issue 120 to like maybe 170, 180, something like that.
Yep. So that's coming up.
So that wraps up our Fantastic Four episode, and I'm Wild Bill saying thanks for being here with us again. We'll catch you next episode.
And Pete, take care. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like us.
Yes, and
tell your friends. Subscribe.
If you got comments, send them to us.
Yes.
We'll be happy to oblige. If you got any ideas, we'll take them and run with them. Anyway, gang, that's it for this episode. Take care. We'll see you next time. Be good.
Bye-bye.